Welcome back once again to JAF Comics for our second video of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the new set for Magic the Gathering. We got our second play booster box here for you today. We got 4 play boosters that are going to be coming to you total. If you're a newer player and aren't familiar too much with Magic and its set mechanics and everything like that, make sure to check out the first video that we have up on this channel, the prior one. As we'll be going over, or we went over, the mechanics a little bit more in that video. These following videos for these other 3 play booster boxes that we're starting to get into right here are going to be kind of flying a little bit more through the cards, looking through and seeing if we're getting some great hits. We did in our first box have some really nice stuff, but if you're newer to Magic and not as familiar with, say, like your island cycling mechanics, make sure to check out the first video. We go over those a little bit more in depth, but here we're just going to be looking at the really fun hits, the alternate arts, like we already have out of pack 1, and hoping to get some incredible stuff for you today, including, of course, our full art silhouetted turtles. We got our Agent Bishop, man in black. At beginning of combat on your turn, put +1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Pretty sweet. Of course, a foil Pizza Face, looking absolutely gnarly. That's what we're looking at for this video today. Hope you all are having a good one. Thanks for stopping in here. Of course, this is box 2. Let's see if we get anything crazy. We got less Ronin's Technique already, with the sneak costs of just the 2 mana in the alternate frame. Shredder's Technique as well. Love to see the technique cards. Anything with sneak mechanic on it, definitely gonna have a home in at least certain decks, I should say. It looks like we have ourselves another full technique pack where we have what was it already? Shredder's Technique, Last Ronin's Technique, Donatello's Technique, and for our first actual turtle in the pack, we got a RAF in common. Oh, we got ourselves a turtle van as well. First time seeing this, it is whenever this vehicle attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that crewed it this turn. And then if that creature is a mutant ninja turtle, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. It's a crew of only 1. Saved by the Shell, Dimension X, and a food. Got ourselves Eastwind Avatar, the Frog Butler. Great card. A little Pain 101. Till end of turn, target creature gains Death Touch, and whenever this creature does, returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Always like to see the little on-field reanimators. You'll love to see it. Ooh, we got ourselves another Foot Ninja, along with Shredder's Technique. Very nice in the alternate frame, straight out of the animations, with a sneak cost there. Lovely little hit, especially for an uncommon. Neutrinos, Leonardo Big Brother as the common. Ooh, we got ourselves Casey Jones, Vigilante. 3 mana, 4/3. When he enters, draw 3 cards at the beginning of your next end step. Discard 3 cards at random. Awesome, awesome card in the alternate arts. As we got the island there as well. Next up, we've got Lita, Little Orphan Amphibian. Very adorable. And whenever another creature you control enters, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on Lita. Create a food or scry one. Kind of very much like Gallagreators, but in white this time. Sweet. Lord Dreg. You got your spicy oatmeal pizza, and we got another Jenica, Bad Apple Big Sister, in the alternate art. Got ourselves a Leader's Talent as well. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature for 3 mana. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if I had a counter on it, gains you life. And at level 3 for 4 mana, whenever you cast a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Very much put a lot of mana into getting up to that last ability, but whenever you cast a spell, put a +1 on each of your creatures. That's gotta be strong. the escapees. We got Jenica in the normal frame. And hey, we got ourselves a Mutagen Man, Living Ooze. He enters and creates X mutagen tokens, and activated abilities of artifact tokens you control cost 1 less to activate, so you can get those mutagens cracked for free. Cowabunga, dude! When you're open to new things, a weird world of wonder unfolds before you. It sure does. Look at the top 4, get yourself a teenage, a mutant, a ninja, a turtle, or a land, of course, to hand, and the rest in the bottom. Got Donatello, Way with Machines, 3 mana 1/2 in the full art here. Whenever an artifact you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on Donatello. Ooh, we got ourselves a Technodrome, 2 mana mythic. Reach, trample, 3/3. This creature can't attack or block unless its power is 6 or greater. And tap and sack another artifact, draw a card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Very, very sweet. 2 mana, 3/3 doesn't sound like much, but, you know, not being able to attack or block, it has its restrictions, got some downsides, but big upside with having draw, just being on it to begin with as a colorless card. Ninja token, haven't seen that one yet. Very nice. Got ourselves a Rocksteady. They seem to love putting that card at the front of packs. Got our Genghis Frog, the Katana, Donatello. Ooh, and our first look at Krang and Shredder. 6 mana, 6/7. Got him. Enters or attacks. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card, and then it has Disappear. Beginning event step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card exiled with Krang and Shredder without paying its mana cost. Very sweet. Alrighty, what have we got next up? Boom. Uncommon Donatello in the normal frame. We got Mikey and Leo. Chaos and Order. Whenever you put a counter on a creature you control, draw a card. Only once each turn. But it's each turn. So even your opponent's turns, you can have this thing trigger. I know there's ways to be doing that. And at 2 mana for a 2/2 to have that stapled onto, pretty solid. We've got Jenica's Technique in the alternate frame. Very fun. 2 damage to each creature. Donatello, Turtle Techie. We got Casey Jones in the regular arts. Sweet. We got ourselves a foil Metalhead as well. Looking very sick. And a foil Dimension X. Mutant Chain Reaction, Tunnel Rats, Ooze Spill, Leatherhead, Swamp Stalker. 4 mana 5/4 with Trample, enters with a hexproof counter on her. And when she deals combat damage to your player, you may remove a counter from her. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Sweet. Squirrelinoids and a Plains in the full art. Lovely. Shredder's Revenge, Bebop, Henchbots. We got Mikey and Don, Party Planners. Hey, they're rocking out there for sure. Ward 2, 3 mana 4/4, or 4 mana 3/3. Got that totally right the first time. You can look at the top card of your library at any time. You may play lands and cast mutants, ninjas, or turtle spells from the top of your library. If you cast a creature spell this way, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. Honestly, seems pretty decent. Ooh, and a foil Escape Tunnel. Nice. A Crustacean Commando. Eastwind Avatar. Ray Fillet. Got Raph's Technique. Hey, we love to see it. Sneak to have a each player may discard their hand and draw 7. Kind of like a Wheel of Fortune, but not quite there because it is a may, so you can't really keep someone in check that has maybe like 40 cards in hand or something. But look at that. A foil Cool But Rude. Looking sick. Whenever you attack, you can discard a card. If you do, draw one. Whenever you discard, 2 damage to each opponent. And then when it becomes level 3, tutor a card to hand, shuffle, and discard a card at random. Pretty nice. And in foil too. We got the Lessons from Life, Everything Pizza, Jenica, just the common one, and Raph and Leo, Sibling Rivals. At 3-man, when they attack, if it's the first combat phase of the turn, untap 1 or 2 target attacking creatures. After this phase, there's an additional combat phase. Very nice. Anytime we get new extra combats, I know that's something that people look out for, and at 3 mana, and just having to attack with it, pretty solid. Ooh, we got something in the back there. I cannot wait to see what that is, but we will go through the rest. We got Leonardo, just the uncommon one, but in the animated frame. Got Mikey and Raph, Troublemakers. We've been getting a lot of the matchup cards in these past few packs. Raph and Mikey, whenever they attack, you reveal cards on top of your library until you can reveal a creature. Put it onto the battlefield, tap and attack, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Okay. And the tapped and attacking creature doesn't even return after combat or nothing. I guess it is a 7-mana 7/7. But, hey, pretty sweet. And we do have one more before that. We have Kitsune, Dragon's Daughter. This is a great pack already. I don't know what we have following it, but Kitsune is whenever it enters or deals combat damage to a player, you can exchange control of 2 other target creatures controlled by different players. Pretty sick. But sicker is, okay, we got April O'Neil, Hacktivist, straight out of the animated cartoon. Love to see it. Beginning of your end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn. Looks very cool in that foil. If you're looking for cards like April O'Neil or any other of the fancy treatments and everything that we'll be pulling from today's packs, be sure to check out jafcomics.tcgplayerpro.com or visit in person, Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania, in Bethlehem. Support your local game store. It's JAF Comics. I've been going to JAF Comics for years now, and it's my go-to place to play Magic because there's a great community that plays there. Every Wednesday is Commander Night. We have a great time. And JAF Comics is very pleased to be able to bring videos like this to you for every set going forward that we've been able to do. I've been very thankful so far and would love to see it continuing going forward. Let us know in the comments. Give us a like if you like these videos. And yeah, we really appreciate you guys watching. If you're looking for those singles, like I said, check us out in person too. If you're looking even for some sealed product, if you're trying to start a draft yourself, a little pick 2 draft with your friends, it's a great set to do that with, especially if you're a big fan of the Turtles. It looks like a ton of fun. Of course, this is before the pre-release that we're actually opening these and getting these videos out to you guys. So hopefully, if you're seeing this in time, there may be room to sign up for pre-releases this weekend. Check out jafcomics.com, see if there's any available, and if not, see if there's drafts happening for either this set or other sets on a weekly basis. All that scheduling and everything is available on jafcomics.com. Let's see if we get anything crazy out of here. We had a run of a few good cards, but nothing insane. We do have a Dawn and Raph, though. Hard Signs. When it attacks, the next non-creature spell you cast this turn has affinity for artifacts. Sweet stuff. I've already seen more cards here than I've seen spoiled that I really, really want to put into decks. Like Frog Butler, honestly, at 2 mana, could very much fit into even one of my commander decks. So it's a nice little set so far. Got a Prehistoric Pet. 1 mana, 1/2, can be blocked by creatures with greater power. 2 and tap, return another target creature you control to its owner's hand, only during your turn. We got the scientists. We got the raptor. We got, ooh, silver-clad Ferocidons. Okay. We got a 7-mana, 8/5 dinosaur with Enrage. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, not even just combat damage, just any damage, each opponent sacrifices a permanent of their choice. And note, that does not say non-land permanents. So if you can get this out and have it dealt damage with the likes of, say, like a Pyrohemia, ooh, baby, you're going to have your opponents sacrificing even down to their lands, down to nothing. We do have a Madam Null, though. Power Broker. 3-mana, 1/3 with Death Touch. Whenever another creature you control enters. Ooh, if we can... I think it really just wants to see the Silverclad Ferocidons. Whenever another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Ooh, we got ourselves a regular non-foil Cool But Rude as well. Sweet pulls in that pack. Down to about, looks like about a third of the box left. This box has also been pretty consistently good. I've been liking what we've been seeing. Such as, ooh, we got ourselves a Renette, Temporal Apprentice. Flash, 4/3. When it enters, return each other non-land permanent that entered the battlefield this turn to its owner's hand. Awesome. You know, yeah, let's set that aside and see if we can assemble any more of the panorama out of these. The Zoo Escapees, Dimensional Exile. We got ourselves an improvised arsenal. Not too bad. Create token copies of itself for 5 mana. Michelangelo. Got ourselves a mountain in the full art. I do like that they included the full art lands with the silhouettes as the main ones that you get out of even just the play booster packs, because they are the best looking lands that they've had for the set. We've got Slash, Reptile Rampager, 5 mana. When another creature you control enters, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and when it attacks, create a 2/2. As I said before, and I believe it was the first video we got one of these, Perforos ability on even on a non-god body that doesn't have indestructible. I mean, if I'm even comparing it to Perforos, that's already something where you're in the right ballpark for stuff that we'd want to play. Another Foot Ninjas, though. They keep giving us this card. That's, I think, our second one in this box. That's all right. We got ourselves a Leonardo's Technique. We do like ourselves Leonardo's Technique. So that is lovely. Mouser Attack. Nobody. Leonardo Big Brother. Just the common one. An Agent Bishop. I believe we did see that in pack 1 of this pack or box. We got Stockman, Mad Flyentist with its island cycling. Ooh, we got ourselves the foil Plains. Down to, let's see. Ooh, yeah, we're down to 4 packs. Only 4 to go in this box. Been pretty solid. See if we can have some late pack magic. We got Leonardo, Cutting Edge, and Rare. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Leo. And he has lifelink, and he has sneak. Hey, pretty nice. Ooh, and it does machines, too. We do love to see it. Ooh, and the foil swamp. They do love putting those foil swamps towards the back of the box. Just something I'm noticing. Not sure if that's a collation thing or whatnot, but just interesting to see, because it felt like that in box 1 as well. Got, ooh, Mikey and Don Party Planners in the cartoon art. We do love to see it. Very nice. He's cooking up a great meal there, just on the Bunsen burner. Yeah, there. See, there you go, another one. Bottom pack of the box has the foil mountain. So if you're looking for the foil lands, apparently the bottom 2 layers, it's apparently where you're finding them. I'm going to see if that follows through as a through line for the other boxes that we're opening here, because we do have 2 more play booster boxes right up here, but we'll have to see. Got another dozen machines and back-to-back packs, but that's okay, because it is a solid card. And our last pack of the box. Let's see if we hit ourselves some last pack magic. Either way, it's been a solid opening. If you want to get any of these cards or any of the other ones, be sure to check out jafcomics.tcgplayerpro.com. And, wow, prehistoric pet. Not crazy, but decent. But thank you all so much for watching. Like we said, we got 2 more play booster boxes, and of course, like we do with almost every set, if not every set, collector booster box as well at the end. We're definitely doing it for this one. Make sure to stay tuned and check that one out. Let's let's take actually 2 seconds while I have a little bit of this panorama here and just see if we had anything crazy that I missed to be able to assemble that a little better. So I do kind of want to see what it looks like in person, but nope. Oh, we got one more, which looks like maybe here. No, looks like looks about right. Yeah, no, not quite. Definitely something in between there. But we'll set those aside, and maybe we'll see if we can get that whole panorama built out by the end of these 4 play booster boxes. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, comment, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Those should be coming right on up. Bye for now.